Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to a random lifestyle vlog. As you can probably see, like straight away we have another advent calendar to unbox today, and this is Joe Love's advent calendar. What do you think about the packaging? I'm not really sure. Like, it is creative, that's for sure. It is quite Christmassy as well. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see all of that, but like it does seem quite Christmassy, but I'm not really sure. It does look a little bit like cheap here and there, so like the boxes here, that doesn't really look very, fancy. I'm not sure about that. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below, because I'm not really sure. But you know what? Let's talk about what's important, which is content. And let's start this unboxing with number one, obviously, which is over here. Okay, so as you can see, the box is actually quite cheap, so I don't really know how I feel about that, but that's fine, right? So in box number one, we do have a mini fragrance. This is 10 mils. You can actually buy these fragrances in this size, and this is white rose and lemon leaves. So that actually sounds really interesting. To be honest, I didn't experience much of like Jo Love's fragrances before. I had a Jo Malone advent calendar a couple of years back. I do buy the Zara with Jo Malone advent calendars, I do like having a fragrance advent calendar in my kind of like a playlist. So I kind of decided to try this one now. So we'll see. I don't really know about her fragrances, but I kind of know what I'm dealing with a creator like Jo Malone. So let's try it out. Oh, that's actually a really pleasant scent. Maybe not necessarily for that time of the year. But this is going to be perfect for like springtime and winter, and it says white rose and lemon leaves, and that's how it smells. Like, this is like a rosy but very kind of pleasant, very kind of lightweight scent. It's not very heavy on rose. I mean, I guess if you really hate rosy scents, then that's going to bother you to some extent, because it is rosy, but it's not like a proper kind of old school rose. I would probably say it's like more like a modern rose. So that is actually really cool. Really nice first product. I like it so far. Okay, and number two, it's over here. I'm not going to try and put these boxes back. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So number two is a shower gel. This is a bath and shower gel, 75 mils, in the very famous scent Pomelo. Let me just refresh my memory with this one. I'm pretty sure we had that somewhere, like last year in advent calendar or whatever. I mean, this actually appears quite a lot. Okay, it's like a very fresh, citrusy kind of scent. It's very unisex. I like it, although this is not going to be this sort of fragrance I would just call my signature fragrance or anything like that, but I kind of like it more than I remembered, so that is really cool. 75 mils of a shower gel. And number three, over here, so we are just opening the kind of top boxes now. So here we have Pomelo body lotion. So that is really cool. We have a little set. Both products are 75 mils. I do like when we have like little sets like that. That is actually quite cool. Okay, number four is just right here. Quite a large one as well, and heavy. So I'm hoping for a candle. And we do have a candle and lots of like the shredded paper. And this one is in scent gingerbread. So I do love Jo Love's candles. These are the most amazing, luxurious candles ever. But I've never had this one. So let's have a quick sniff. Oh. This literally smells like gingerbreads, like gingerbread cookies. That is so nice. Not like a gingerbread cake, but like gingerbread cookies, exactly like that. Really, really gorgeous scent. And we have 70 grams over here, so that will just last you for like a long time. And I love the fact that we have such Christmassy scent here, so that is gorgeous. Yes. Okay, so far so good. Number five over here. Okay, what is this? This is Seville Orange and Neroli, a hand sanitizer and hand lotion duo. Okay, I mean, first of all, orange and neroli, that sounds amazing. I love that kind of fragrance concoction. Hand sanitizer and hand lotion duo, 2 times 25 mils. So let's... okay, that's so clever. Like, we do have like those like little two nozzles or like holes over here. See? I don't know if you can see that, but we have like two of those, and in one of them, I'm assuming, we have a hand sanitizer, and the other one contains hand lotion. So that is such a clever thing. I always carry a hand sanitizer and a hand like a hand cream in my bag, but this is like a one product, like 2-in-1 product. So this is actually really cool, and it smells amazing. It has like a brilliant, and it just leaked. I think it's a hand sanitizer now that I just licked all over my hands. I did not really expect this to be that liquidy, but then again, this is a hand sanitizer, so what did I expect? I mean, I don't know what I expected. But yeah, it has a really lovely scent. I do love neroli and orange scent, so yeah, good one. Good one so far. So far, I'm actually really happy with this advent calendar. But this is just the day number 5, so obviously it can go all wrong now, so hopefully not. Number 6, and we have another candle, and this one I actually tried before. This is Christmas trees, and this one is brilliant. So yeah, oh, such a beautiful fragrance. This literally smells like Christmas trees. It's like slightly woodsy, but it's not like a, you know, there are those like pine toilet cleansers or like sprays. It doesn't smell anything like that. It's like a beautiful fancy kind of Christmas tree scent, slightly like woodsy, like more like a forest, like a, you know, like a pine forest or something like that. Really, really nice. Okay, that was number 6. Number 7. Okay, I couldn't find number 7, and it's just here. It's like this flat one. I'm curious what that's going to be. Oh, cool. So we have a fragrance paintbrush gel. So these are very popular. These are like 7 mils. You can actually again buy them in this size. And you have this paintbrush here, and you just apply this on your skin. There's like a gel coming out of it, and this actually gives you a long-lasting fragrance in a very comfortable applicator. This is going to be perfect for a handbag. I tend to use like little like samples, like travel size fragrances in my handbag, but this is even better because it won't break and it won't leak. What is this scent? Okay, it took me ages to find the scent. This is Orange Butterflies. I need to try this out. So it does smell really nice, but I do feel like orange, I personally associate this mostly with like summer. This is something I'm not going to use like straight away, but that's still fine, right? Number 8 is over here, and this is a little bit difficult because if I take it out, the other one will fall down, will they? Okay, I do not really like this design, to be honest. Like, number 8, what do we have? We have another candle, so that's amazing. I do love candles. This is my least favorite fragrance from Jo Loves. I mean, I did not really experience this brand that much, but so far, this is the least favorite fragrance of mine, and this is Jo by Jo Loves. And it smells like grapefruit and I don't know what else, like it's very kind of like a citrusy fragrance, but it's not necessarily something that I would just want to have on my skin, if you know what I mean. As a candle, I don't mind it. Still find it very much like a summertime fragrance. Very uplifting, that's for sure. But not something, I just don't really like too citrusy fragrances. So I hope we're not going to have like a fragrance or like a brush in this scent, but we probably will because this fragrance is quite popular as well. Number 9 over here. And here we have Christmas Trees, a lifestyle fragrance, and this is a 15 ml. So this is going to be more like a room spray, I'm assuming. This scent is gorgeous. As I mentioned before, we do have a candle in this fragrance as well. So, you know, obviously I don't really have like a proper Christmas tree, which is like a fake Christmas tree. So obviously I'm just going to spray it all over my Christmas tree and I'll just have this feeling like I'm in a pine woods or whatever. So that's going to be quite nice. 15 mils, definitely enough to try it out. So that's quite exciting. I really like that scent as well. So that's good. Number 10 is a flat one over here. So are we going to have another paintbrush? Let's see. And we do have another paintbrush. This one is in scent Red Truffle. That sounds really interesting. And we have again 7 mils. Oh, that one is really nice. That one is like definitely well, it's definitely unisex. Like I think most of these fragrances are very unisex, but some of them are leaning towards like more feminine or masculine. This one is slightly more masculine. It is gorgeous though. I really like this fragrance. I really like this one. So far so good. Nothing I didn't like yet, so I'm actually really excited. Okay, number 11 over here. I thought it would be another candle, but it's not. We have a body cream, and this is Mango Thai Lime, 50 mils. That sounds actually really nice. Mango. I really like mango scent. Oh, that is gorgeous. Again, very summery. I'll probably say like most, I mean, I guess it's Jo Love's. Like most of her fragrances are quite uplifting and lightweight. So they kind of, I personally associate that type of fragrances with springtime or summertime. But this one is brilliant. I really, really like this scent. Really nice. Okay, number 12. And we have another one of these brushes, and this one is in scent Pomelo. Okay, so we already had a shower gel and a body cream in that scent, so it's kind of like a citrusy one, very uplifting, very refreshing. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just going to give it a go and see how I feel about it. But obviously, like when it gets a little bit warmer, which is like next summer. Okay, number 13 over here. And another paintbrush. Okay, so this is the fourth in this advent calendar, and this one is in scent green, orange, and coriander. It's a very interesting fragrance. It is slightly citrusy, and it has those like green notes, but I wouldn't describe it as like a full-on kind of. It doesn't really smell like I would imagine orange and coriander to smell, but it's like a green citrusy fragrance. It's really nice. Really nice. Yeah. I like it. Okay, let's move on. I think we have to twist this around now. I'll turn this around to see the other days over here. Okay, let's open the door number or the box number 14, which is up here. Oh, that sounds interesting. So we have a fragrance, 10 ml fragrance, and this is smoked plum and leather. That is going to be, that has to be up my alley. That has to be something I would like. Let's see. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is such a brilliant fragrance. It's definitely, that's not something I would expect from Jo Malone, to be honest. Really, really nice fragrance. It's smoky. It's very sophisticated. It's leaning slightly masculine, but it's just such a beautiful fragrance. Not for everybody. Not for everybody. I don't think like a smoky note is something that's very popular amongst like most people, but it's really, really fancy. Okay, number 15 is this one over here. And here we have Fig Trees, a hand wash, 75 mils. I really like this scent. This is a really gorgeous one. I had a candle in this fragrance as well. It definitely gives me a Christmassy vibe, so that's a very good one as well. Cool. Okay, moving on. Okay, number 16 is over here, and this one is quite heavy as well. So let's see. Okay, we have another product in my least favorite scent, which is Jo by Jo Love's a body cream. And as I mentioned before, not my favorite one, but I think, you know, in summertime when it's quite hot, I think this is going to be a nice uplifting product to use after my morning shower. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep it for sure. Also, like the pot is actually really nice, and it's made of glass, and it feels quite luxurious as well. So that is good, right? Number 17 is up here. Okay, so here we have Grapefruit, a fragrance hair mist. 14 mils. 14 mils, that sounds a little bit weird. Why didn't they put like 15 mils or so? But yeah, it smells like grapefruit. Yeah, very grapefruity. That's going to be quite cool. Again, summertime to me, citrusy fragrances, very summery. But it's going to be a nice, refreshing hair mist for summer. Okay, number 18 over here. So here we have Cobalt, Patchouli, and Cedar Bath and Shower Gel, 75 mils. That one actually sounds interesting to me as well. Oh, that smells gorgeous. That just smells so good. Again leans slightly masculine. Do you know what? I think that in case of like Jo Love's fragrances, I do prefer the ones that lean slightly more masculine, but that one is really, really good. So yeah, I'm excited to try it out now. Okay, and number 19, and we have a matching body lotion. I like that. I love the fact that we have little sets here, so that is good. Also, like 75 mils is not that bad. It definitely will give you a couple of like experiences. Okay, number 20 over here. And here we have Tuberose, a fragrance body mist. So Tuberose is obviously quite like a fancy, mature fragrance. Not for everybody, but it seems like Jo Malone actually really likes Tuberose. So like every time she creates like a fragrance series, there's going to be something with Tuberose. It is really nice. It is a really lovely kind of sophisticated fragrance. It's a body mist, so it's not going to be like super strong if you're afraid of that, but it's a really pretty one. Number 21 is on the other side, so let me just grab it like that. And what do we have here? Okay, we have another fragrance, and this one is in number 42, the Flower Shop. And again, we have 10 mils. Oh, that's actually really nice. To be honest, I'm not like a massive fan of like proper floral fragrances, but this one is gorgeous. It does have like those green notes over here, and that makes it so much more interesting. That is pretty. I'm surprised. I didn't expect to like this one, but it's actually really lovely. Number 22. Okay, another fragrance, and this is Golden Gardenia 10 mils. I think this advent calendar, if you actually want to experience as many fragrances as possible from this brand, it's perfect. So we have like so many fragrances and like paint brushes, and then we have like some shower gels and like everything. So it is definitely a good way to try out the scents that they offer. Oh yeah, I know this fragrance actually. I think I had a candle. I mean, this is supposed to be a new fragrance, but they did have like a Gardenia candle from Jo Malone before, from Jo Loves before. It's a really nice floral fragrance, but I do prefer the Flower Shop, to be honest. Like, this is more up my alley. Okay, moving on to day number 23 over here. And we have another fragrance, and this one is Jo by Jo Loves. I knew it would be here. As I said, this is probably my least favorite. But, I mean, I still think most people will actually enjoy it, so I don't mind, right? Okay, day number 24, which is Christmas Eve. Let's see. That one is heavy. Oh yeah, we have another candle, and this is so perfect because it's Log Fires. Log Fires is just so beautiful. This smells like a fireplace. It's slightly smoky, it's woodsy. It's just such a beautiful, like, kind of calming fragrance. It just makes you feel in a certain way, you know. It makes me literally feel happy. Such a beautiful fragrance, and it's so perfect on Christmas Eve. I think this is a really nice Christmas Eve candle. And then we are down to the last box, which is the box number 25. Let's see. So in the last box, we do have this set of playing cards, which is actually quite interesting, right? I know that some people might think this is like a filler kind of day, but I do think that this is quite creative to give us a set of cards. Oh, these are actually really pretty. Look at that. These are actually really nice. So that's a little bit different as well. They do hold those like little bottles in their hands, so that is cool. No, I think this is actually quite a pretty gift, but the most important part is that we have one of those cards here, and that actually gives you a unique code to purchase a 100 mils Jo Loves fragrance of your choice. So that is really cool. These fragrances are not cheap, so I'm super happy to have that. I'm not sure what I would choose yet. It might be Cobalt Patchouli Cedar, but it might be something else as well. I'm not really sure yet. Yeah, so this is the Jo Loves Advent Calendar fully unboxed. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this is something that actually tempted you enough to buy it, or maybe you think it's not really worth the money, as it's not really that cheap. I would love to know your thoughts about it. Thank you very much for watching. For more Advent Calendar unboxings, check those videos here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care. Bye!